Hi, Stars fans. Welcome to another episode of the Mighty Melbourne Stars podcast. I am Heath McDonald, aka Mighty Melbourne Stars, and I'm joined as by always.
Yeah, hey guys, Jacob here from Melbourne Stars News. We're pleased to have Sam back on as again. So welcome on to Sam, and we'll be previewing the second game, Stars v Strikers. Hopefully, we can continue our win streak. This time, hitting the road, heading down to Adelaide. So should be a good game. But I'll hand back over to Heath to get us kicked off.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah, no, thank you. So, obviously, we take on the Strikers at the Adelaide Oval. They're coming off a win against the Sydney Sixers. What do you guys reckon we should be wary of when we face the Strikers? Obviously, they've got really good batters across the park and also bowlers that can be deadly with the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely look
you go,
out for
Sam.
the openers, especially Lynn opening up and Matty Short as well. I reckon they're the two dangerous men. But if anything, got to watch out for Henry Thornton as well as one of their best young quicks as well. So in saying that, it's going to be a very good contest. But at the same time, we need to get off to a good start no matter what we do for first, because Adelaide Oval's a very fast outfield. So it's home ground advantage for the Strikers as well. So that's going to be a tough match tomorrow night. Thursday night, Wednesday night, on Boxing Day, on Christmas Eve, and then got another tough ask after that in 2 days' time after that. So we're really hoping for an early Christmas present and get a big win on and make a statement that we're here to play and we're not here to be taken unserious sort of thing. We want to show why we're the better Melbourne side.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think Adelaide it's a tough task, but you look at our record at the Adelaide Oval, we've been pretty impressive across the past few seasons, barring last year with our shit performance. But aside from that, we've been really good there. Marcus joined us on New Year's Eve in BBL 12 and 13 has been really pleasing. We know he loves the boundaries there. And yeah, as Sam mentioned, short outfield, very fast. Good, just good for batting in general, no matter what condition the pitch is in. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how our batting attack lines up against the Strikers. As Sam mentioned, Chris Lynn and Matt Short are going to be a tough task, no doubt. But I just think if we can knock over that partnership early, the Strikers struggle with a bit of batting depth. We've noticed last game, they got some solid guys, Jason Sanger, Alex Ross, but they just don't bat deep enough. They have their all-rounder, Jamie Overton, in at 6. So, look, no matter if we battle bowl first, I think if we can post a decent total and just target their openers early, then we're in for a good game.
Yeah, no, like the points. Do you guys reckon we should go with the same side that knocked off the Hurricanes, or did you guys want to see players come in, or what would you like to see against the Strikers squad wise?
Oh, it's hard to break apart the playing 11, but at the same time, maybe there might be one or two changes, but again, I'm not 100% sure what those changes will be. So it'll be interesting to see what lineup we go with, but I reckon just keep the 11. If it's not broken, then it's not needed to be fixed, sort of thing. So I reckon stick with the same 11 tomorrow night. Hope for some better bowling performances from old mate Harris Rao. Got a few expensive overs before he got his attempted hat trick, of course. So, but if anyone needs to step up this week, I think Joey Clark needs to step up. We know what he's capable of, but he just had a bit of a slow start in the first game last week against the Hurricanes, which is, again, the minor premiers the reigning premiers, I should say. So I think if he can get off to a good start with Tommy Rogers, then we should be all right.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Sam there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think our 11 worked really well last week. So, different ground, different situation, but I still think we have to back the 11 guys that we put against the Hurricanes last week. Everyone played their role and was able to perform in the end. Sam mentioned a few expensive players, particularly in the bowlers, that'll be looking to kind of redeem themselves. I hope Mitch Swepson will maybe be able to take his first wicket. We know Adelaide Oval isn't necessarily spin friendly or spin focused, I should say. Nathan Lyon tends to do all right there in the test matches, but You know, in general, the strikers seem to really focus on pace, like when they're targeting signings and internationals. Hence, you know, Hassan Ali and Luke Wood landing there in the international draft. So I think it'll be a big game for Harris Ralph. You know, other guys like Tom Curran even and Peter Siddle, he's looking to continue his hot form. So yeah, I think it'll be a big game for our bowling attack, but I do think we stay with the same lineup. And yeah, in terms of batting, you know, the order should stay the same. I believe it works perfectly last game, our top four. Hopefully we get to see a bit of Maxi magic, but at the same time, you know, if our top order's going well, we don't necessarily want to lose wickets. So look, we'll wait and see, but yeah, my answer is we stay with the same attack.
If there is one change I would do, purely because of not much spin on Adelaide Oval, maybe I'd bring in Liam Hatcher for. I hate saying it, but I'll bring him in for Swepson. But that's again, if we want to go with an all a pace attack lineup, that is how I would go about it. But if not, I reckon stick with the same 11. And I'd love to see Maxi bat at number 3 over Callaway, but Callaway's going to be a great player for the future.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no, you got it, Heath.
yeah, I was going to say that brings me to my next question. We saw Glenn Maxwell open with the bowling. Do you reckon we should go the same twice, or we should open up with? Oh, I was trying to think out who should we open up with. Maybe Peter Siddle. Depends how we want to approach the strikers.
If we're going in that direction, maybe I wouldn't. I mean, it does work opening up with the spinner with the new ball, but maybe wait after the power play to start with
Mm.
the spinners. So I'm thinking maybe a combo of Curran, Siddle, Ralph, and Curran within the first 4, and then maybe bring on Swepson, Maxi, and then in between you got Stoyne as well, Sids. So mix it up. We got plenty of options at the end of the day. Each of them have 4 overs each max. So I think if we have a good mixture of youth and veterans experience within the bowling attack, I think we can bowl well as long as we bowl in the right spots. But then again, you got the monsters of Chris Lynn and Matt Shaw opening the batting for them. I'm not sure how they went last week against the Sixers, but I know they won with like an over to go to spare or something. So, and we won it with 4 overs left. So, let's say we bat first. We should be looking at aiming at around maybe 180, 200 plus. But then again, if you watch the replay of the Scorchers and the Heat at the Gabba, no score is safe, as
Yeah.
proven by Wildermuth and Renshaw getting 100 each that night with a ball to spare was incredible to watch. So, as a as a Stars fan, that was a very entertaining match to watch. So, hopefully we have a bit of that action tomorrow. But at the same time, we just got to play at our best and just get going from ball 1.
Yeah, it's an interesting one as to who opens the bowling. I'd be looking at probably Tom Curran and potentially even Stoinis, getting him in early. He had the best economy for us last game at just 6 runs and over. I think he bowled 3 overs and got he only leaked about 16 runs in total and picked up 2 wickets, and he was just applying pressure, and it was really good to see. So I'd be having him in the attack early. I know Maxwell will come in pretty early at some stage as well, and then you
Yeah,
rotate those
Sid's
other
with
guys. Yeah,
Sid's
you
with like 3 or 4 last week as well at his old age as well. So, and he's familiar with Adelaide Oval because he played at the Strikers for quite a long time as well. So he'll know the wicket very well. He'll know what to do, all the strengths and weaknesses of the Strikers lineup. So I think
yeah,
one bowler you mentioned him before from the international draft is Luke Wood, former star. Um, Very underrated left-hander, but he's one of the better ones I've seen in quite some time for the Englishman. But again, if we play smart, play it right, we'll be all right. But yeah, look, I'm predicting that we will win again. If we're going to bat first, I'm predicting that we'll make. I can't say how many wickets we'll lose, but I'll say we'll make around 185, 190 runs. I'm saying Stoinis or um, my dark horse is Tom Rogers to be the leading run scorer for tomorrow night. And for most wickets, I'm going to say Sid's back-to-back 3+.
Yeah, I think anyone can get going in Adelaide Oval. That's a good thing. It's so friendly to batters, just being able to make runs fly so easily, and that's how Matt Short's been so successful throughout his time there and scored big. So yeah, no doubt. As Sam mentioned, no run chase is really safe. We have to put on an extremely high total, especially at a ground like Adelaide. So if we were batting first, I'd be aiming for over 200. And yeah, in terms of who's going to score big, I guess we wait and see. But I like the prediction of Tom Rogers. He seems to be in good form. And if they struggle to break the opening partnership, then yeah, Joey Clark and Tom Rogers will be pretty threatening at the crease.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go on a tangent and say we get 195 and Callaway surprised with a 56 and Harris
Ooh,
Ralph 3 wickets. That's my surprising predictions.
that's a good one.
Yeah. No, what do you reckon, Jacob?
Yeah, no, I like it, Heath. Harris Ralph, obviously, strikers attempted to take him in the international draft, so they clearly like something about him and Adelaide Oval put together. So, hoping for a big performance from him, and yeah, hopefully Callaway can back up his
Let's
41 that he made at the G, which I'm sure he can.
let's just hope we don't lose Ralph, because apparently Pakistan have an international series in January, I've heard, but I'm not 100% sure who it's against. And if they do select Ralph, we're going to have to find another international replacement. And if there's anyone that I really liked over the years from our international point is Daniel Lawrence. I think he's been one of our better batsmen over the time. He can bowl some off spin as well, so he's been a great contributor to the side. But then again, it just really depends on what happens during
Yeah,
this season. I just hope we don't lose anyone massive like we did in the WBBL losing Marizan Cap, unfortunately. So, and then only having Maya Bouchier for like 3 matches, including the first final, which was a bit of a stinker, unfortunately. So, I think we really need to look at signing some more experience in the women's BBL. But focusing on the BBL at the moment, look, hoping for a big game tomorrow night. I'd even make, since we're playing in 3 days after on Christmas Eve, I'd make maybe one or two changes for the Sixers game. But we can definitely discuss that whenever. Really, so even if we discuss on Boxing Day, we do the preview on the Thursday morning before, sorry, on the Friday morning before the game. We could even do that. But I reckon I'd bring in Hatcher for maybe Sids just to bring in some fresh legs. But then again, it's going to be interesting because of Sydney's top order, especially after Josh Phillippe fucking made 96 or 57 the other day against the Thunder. So it's going to be an interesting way to decide what we do there.
Yeah, no,
Great
just
point.
to touch on that quickly before you take over with your next question, Heath. So Harris Ralph's been cleared to play the full tournament. I've had note from management and Pakistan have ensured Cricket Australia that none of the international players from Pakistan will be selected for that tournament and that they have full availability. Obviously, things can change, but at this stage, there's nothing to worry about there. But back over to you,
Excellent.
Heath.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the question for the last for this preview. You see strikers. I'm guessing we just want to see just the boys back up what they did against the Hurricanes and continue their form against the Strikers and
Yeah,
any team that we come against. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I
I
think we
think it's
just
possible.
you go, Sam.
It's possible we can, if we continue our form like that, that's obviously what we want. But at the same time, you got to think Adelaide Oval is a small ground, very fast outfield. The pitch can be a bit questionable, but at the same time, you just got to come out ready to go from ball one and just stay switched on.
definitely.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think we just want consistency from the guys again, as Heath just mentioned in his question, just we want him to back it up. You know, we got off to such a good start, and we haven't felt that for quite a few seasons, and it'd just be important to keep it up. We know how much importance each single win has. You know, we only need 6 of them to secure a final spot. Really, we saw it last year with 5, although that is rare. But we just need to keep stacking them up, and the earlier we can get them, the better. We don't want to be traveling over to Perth, Optus Stadium, playing the Scorchers in game number 10 with our finals hopes on the line. We want to have everything sorted out by then, and locked in finals. So yeah, these games, while it seems less important because, you know, it's the early season, we're about to have Christmas and, you know, we're just getting started, but these games really do matter. So it's going to be huge if we can go 2-0 up into the Christmas break, and yeah, be on top of the table.
That would be nice. That'd be a very nice Christmas present for us to be top of the table.
Yeah. But yeah, do you have anything else, Heath, or does that wrap us up?
Basically, we just need to beat whoever's in front of us, Strikers, Sixers, and we got to get a win over the Thunder because they knocked us out last year, which we didn't like. It was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's important that we capitalise on those wins. Obviously, playing the Thunder at a different venue this time, it'll be interesting to see how we go. But enough on them. It was all about the Strikers today, guys, and we will be
Yeah,
joined by Strikers Central. So make sure you guys go check him out. He'll be jumping on for the game review. We're not sure when that will be out. Obviously, just with a busy schedule due to Boxing Day game, so we have to preview that as well. And
yeah,
Christmas Day, we don't particularly want to be filming then, so a bit hectic, but might be a few delays, but we'll sort things out. So stay tuned, everyone. Thank you all for listening to another episode of the Mighty Melbourne Stars podcast. A few hiccups along the way, but we got there in the end.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so thank you all for watching. Continue to show the support through the socials. Me and Heath and Sam really do appreciate it. And yeah, anything you have to say, Heath?
Just go Stars, and don't forget to subscribe and do everything you can for the YouTube channel as we appreciate it. We're up to 70 subscribers, so if you could get us to that 100 subscribers, that'd be fantastic, as that gives us motivation to keep doing these podcasting episodes. You fans ask for episodes, we'll give you episodes.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you all for listening to another episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Go
Yeah,
Stars.
go Stars.
What you doing now?